To start off, you'll need 3 colors. In my case, I'm using worsted weight 4 cotton yarn. And you're gonna have 1 color be your center, that'll be color A. 1 color will be color B, and that'll be for your flower petals. And then 1 will be C, which will be for your border. You'll need a tapestry needle for weaving in your ends, and then you'll also need a crochet hook in the size recommended by your yarn. In this case, I find that this cotton yarn is kind of between a 3 and a 4, so I'm actually sizing to a size F or a 3.75 millimeter. And then of course you'll need scissors for cutting off your ends. One note is that the gauge is not super important with this. It is just a coaster after all, so the sizing is not necessarily 100% science. This pattern is also written in US terms, and then if you would prefer to follow along with a written pattern, you can purchase that on my Etsy. Let's get started. So we will start off with color A to form our center. I'm going to start by making a magic ring, and then whenever we do a magic ring, the first thing I like to do is pull up a loop and do a chain 1 and tighten that up so that our magic ring is secured. To start the center of this flower, we are going to make 8 single crochets inside of this magic ring. So insert our hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through both of those to make our first single crochet. That initial chain 1 does not count in this case. We'll insert our hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through both of those. So those were 2. So now let's do 6 more. So we should have 8 single crochets inside of the magic ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At this point, I like to start to pull my tail closed. I will join with a slip stitch to my starting single crochet. And then I'm going to pull this the rest of the way closed. So at this point, I would recommend weaving this tail from this magic ring in a little bit and weaving it in kind of as you go with this pattern. In this case, I am not going to, because it gets a little bit confusing with all those extra cords. For the second round, we are going to chain 1 and turn. We are going to single crochet in this very next space. It's a little bit tight, so that was from our turn. And then we're going to do 2 in the next stitch. And then we're going to repeat this. So we're going to do 1 in the next, and then 2 in the following. We're going to repeat this around our circle, and we should end up with a total of 12 single crochets around. We are going to join to our first single crochet by making a slip stitch. Finished our center, we'll cut color A off. Once we've cut off our first color for the center of the flower, I am going to pull this tail through that we cut and secure that. You'll want to weave this end in as you work, because it's a lot easier while you're moving or while you're going. And then with our color B, I'm going to make a slip knot, and we're going to insert it anywhere in any of those single crochets, and we'll yarn over and we'll just pull through that loop to make a slip stitch to attach. And I like to really tighten this up. The first petal is going to be a little bit different than our remaining petals, and then once you get the flow of the remaining petals, it'll all be the same. So to start, we'll chain 3, and then we're going to yarn over twice. We're going to insert our hook into the same stitch that we joined. We're going to yarn over, pull up a loop. We're going to yarn over, pull through 2 loops. we're going to yarn over again and pull through 2 more loops. So you've kind of got your first treble crochet, which is our chain 3, our second one, and then we're going to yarn over twice again, insert our hook into the same spot, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 more loops. So for our first petal, we should have 3 loops left on our hook, and we should have 3 treble crochets, with that chain 3 counting as the first. We'll yarn over one more time, pull through 3 loops, and then to secure this, we're just going to do a chain 2 to secure our petal. For every other petal, what we'll do is we'll yarn over twice, we will insert our hook into the next space, we'll yarn over again, we'll pull through our loop, we'll yarn over, we'll pull through 2 loops, we'll yarn over again, pull through 2 more. We've completed our first petal piece, so we'll do 2 yarn overs again, insert our hook into the same spot, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, we'll pull through 2, we'll yarn over again, and we'll pull through 2 more. So now we've created our first 2, so we'll yarn over again twice, insert into the same spot, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, we'll pull through 2 of those loops, yarn over again, and pull through 2 more loops. So now we have 4 loops remaining on our hook, and we have those 3 bases to our treble crochets. We'll yarn over one more time and pull through remaining loops, and then we'll chain 2 to secure this. So I will show this one more time, and then I will work on this off camera, and we'll meet up at the beginning. So we have our chain 2, we'll yarn over twice, insert our hook into the next space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2 more. Now we're going to start the next treble crochet, so we'll do 2 yarn overs, insert our hook into the same spot, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over again, pull through 2 more loops, and those are 2 treble crochets. We're going to yarn over twice more, insert our hook into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, we'll pull through 2, yarn over, we'll pull through 2 more, and now we've got those 3 with 4 loops remaining, so we'll yarn over and we'll pull through all of those loops, and again we'll do our chain 2 to secure. So we are going to do this until we have 12 of these petals. After your last chain 2, we'll meet back. Okay, so we just finished our 12th petal. I'm going to do my chain 2 at the end, and then we are going to slip stitch into the top of the chain 3 from our first petal. So 1, 2, 3. We'll insert our hook and we'll do a slip stitch. So that is everything we're doing with color B. At this point, we will cut the tail of color B. We're going to pull through this loop and secure it. Now we're going to start with color C for our border. To attach color C to start our border, we will make a slip knot, and now we will attach this to our flower. So when we are attaching, we want to attach into one of these chain 2 spaces. So we'll insert our hook and we'll do a slip stitch to join, and like I said, I like to tighten that up. And so now to start our granny stitch border, we will do a chain 3. That's going to count as our first double crochet. Yarn over, insert our hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So now we need to do that one more time. So yarn over, insert our hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So this is going to be our first corner, so we're going to chain 3 again. We're going to yarn over, insert our hook into the same spot, yarn over, pull up, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2 more. So now we're going to do 2 more double crochets, yarn over, insert our hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2 more. We have to do 1 more, yarn over, insert our hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, we'll pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. So that is our first corner. After our first corner, we are going to do 3 double crochets in the next 2 chain 2 spaces. So we'll do 3 double crochets in the first one. 1, 2, and our 3, and we'll do 3 in the next. 1, and our 2, and our 3. And we'll do our next corner. So in this one, we're going to do 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets. Now we'll do a chain 3, 3, and then we'll do 3 more double crochets in the same spot. So now what we're going to do is we're going to finish this round. We're going to do 3 double crochets in the next one and 3 double crochets in the next one. The third one from our current spot will be the next corner, where you'll do 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, and then you're going to do 3 double crochets, 3 double crochets, another corner with 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, and then you'll finish off these remaining 2 with 3 more double crochets in each. When we finish it here, we will meet back up to join this granny corner. All right, we've made our way around the flower, and now we've done our last 3 double crochets in the last chain 2 space. So now we need to join with this beginning. So what I'm going to do is do a slip stitch into the top of this 3rd stitch. And then at this point you could fasten off and be done. This is a totally fine coaster as it is. Personally, I like to add that 1 extra border just to help it be a little more square and then give it a little bit more size, since it is, I mean, it's decent sized right now, but I usually have more oversized cups. So I'm going to do 1 more around. So to get that last spot around, what we're going to do is we're going to slip stitch into this next corner. Once we're in this last corner, we're going to do a chain 3, and just like the last round, we'll do 2 double crochets, we'll do a chain 3, and then we'll do 3 more double crochets inside of this starting spot to form our first corner. Now for each subsequent space between our double crochet clusters, you'll just do 3 double crochets. And then in our corners, you'll do 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets. And then when you get to the beginning, we'll meet back up to attach. All right, we've made our way around for our second round. Now what we'll do is we're just going to slip stitch again into the top of the starting chain 3. And then what I like to do before fastening off is I like to do like another 1 or 2 slip stitches just to kind of even out that border. And then I will cut my end. We'll fasten off, And then you will weave in your ends, and that is your finished granny square coaster. What you'll also want to do is block this, because cotton yarn and granny squares, it just tends to go better if you block it to hold the shape a little bit better. So I would do that. And then this is all ready to use either as a coaster or to continue on with this and make it into a sweater or use it as an applique or whatever the case would be. That's all you've got to do. And remember, if you'd like to purchase the written pattern, you can find that in the link below on my Etsy shop. And that does support me quite a bit, so I appreciate it. Thank you.